Hello. Today we'll be doing what if the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom all fell apart. This is going to be set in 2016 instead of 2025 or something. So, to start off this, Russia invades Ukraine. They're on this, so yeah. Because without really NATO being a major player, because their main leader just fell apart. So NATO no longer exists. So if something weird happens between like these guys invading so and so and stuff or something, like Central Europe is absolutely falling apart, same with the Balkans, NATO doesn't exist. So Russia makes a push in the north. Then they make a push in the east. Got my sides mixed up by accident. And sorry for not posting for like 7 months. Freshman year just started, so yeah. I'll post more during breaks. They push through Transnistria, overwhelming the Ukrainian forces over here. They use Belarus's border region as a gateway to get down, taking Kiev because it's like up here. It's like a really bad spot for a capital when you realize that most of Eastern Europe hates you. Poland is in Eastern Europe, by the way. Yeah. So, so Ukraine surrenders, and today you get to watch me draw the new borders because I don't feel like it. But I don't feel like pausing the video or pausing my screen recording software. So I think that I think that it should be divided along this river here. This half, this whole border section, Transnistria. Oh, what was that voice crack? And because Belarus is so gutted, there you go. Alright, so red first, I guess. Actually, 10. So that goes to Russia. That goes to Russia. That goes down to them. Goes away. Yep, that's the peace treaty. So, uh, Ukraine got split up into the western section, which still has the old government and Zelensky, I think. I don't feel like Googling when he came to power. And the eastern half is a part of Russia's sphere of influence. I forget their alliance name. Transnistria is officially a country, and they are gonna oh shit, they're gonna declare war on Moldova, so they can officially become a country, or officially like not be getting confused or something. I don't know. For Transnistria, don't you dare threaten my goat. Alright, yep, so this is going to be it for Eastern Europe for now. This is going to be kind of similar to my old What If Canada Fell Apart series. Um, I have what did I do? So Argentina declares war on the Falkland Islands. Shit. And all that lives here is like more sheep than people, like New Zealand or something. So that was pretty fast. We're gonna change the map. Boom. So over here, some of these weaker nations some of these weaker states are gonna start to fall apart. So Virginia declares war on West Virginia because I'm just gonna get all the sections that are gonna, like, all the places that are gonna be going to war soon. So, uh, I know that Alabama and Mississippi are bad. I'll just have Florida trying to build up a Empire of the South kind of situation. So they push up through Alabama and going into Mississippi. Mississippi loses its coastline. They push up, meeting with the Mississippi River, crushing the South, and I think their capitals are like here and here. So like Mississippi is the first one to collapse, which causes the front line for Alabama to implode. Ooh, that does not look nice. So yeah, in the span of like a couple months, Alabama and Mississippi unite. Oh wait, and this section. Ooh, that's massive. You wanna know what else is massive? Shit. Yeah. They take this whole coastline area like they've been claiming for a while, I think. Or is that Alabama claiming this section? Because like this section is different from like the rest. Whatever. Same difference. It doesn't change too much. It's all part of Florida. Everything is Florida. So, Virginia quickly sweeps over in the southern-ish region of West Virginia, taking over the Panhandle, pushing Ohio and Pennsylvania join in, trying to grab up some new land, so the front line in the north kind of implodes. So now, this is going to be a hotly contested area, kind of like this, like the Toledo Strip over here. So, marked along the mountains over here, then this half goes to Ohio, and this half goes to Pennsylvania. But Virginia still claims all of it, despite agreeing to this at the peace conference. Oh, big. Yeah, so that's the peace treaty for that area. So, next place to go to war. I don't know. I don't write out a script or something. I just kind of make up stuff as I go. Ontario, being, having the highest population, is gonna start to bully Manitoba and pretty much just gonna spread westward, then change and then turn around their entire army and then go to the east. So they start to make a push to realize how much larger states are, or how much larger provinces are in comparison to states. They start making a small push, but they do this stuff in the winter, and if you know Manitoba, then that was a very poor decision. They reach Lake Winnipeg, I think this one is, because like Manitoba's here. And then their entire front line just starts to stall. So yeah, so this is pretty much a stalemate, but it's a war that continues on. So Ontario is going to would need some assistance to continue this war. But we're going to change our attention somewhere else for now. Serbia, Montenegro, and Bulgaria are going to start another Balkan war. Ever the optimist for hopefully reuniting the Serbs. Hey, Serbia? Macedonia just collapses. It's not an actual invasion because this is extremely mountainy and difficult to invade. They start pushing up through the eastern half of Croatia before stalling their advance, taking Sarajevo and Bosnia and Herzegovina surrender. Time to get this part of the peace treaty out of the way. Theoretically, Bulgaria probably would have gotten some stuff, but they just get territory. But Serbia wants to reunite Yugoslavia, so they just get resource rights to this region. They start snaking up the coastline, or snaking up the border, I guess would be the proper term. Then the coastline. Yeah, so now it's just pretty much this region. And that's when the front line actually starts to completely stall, with no further gaining on either side. Austria decides to thrust their head in the ring with a deal with Serbia to take the northern half of Slovenia. And they fall apart. And because they took over most of Slovenia, they break the old treaty and just take the entirety of Slovenia. So now, the politics. So now the politics over here is that Yugoslavia and Bulgaria both hate Austria for breaking the old treaty. But Austria has bigger things to deal with, such as joining forces with Czechia in hopes of reuniting Austria-Hungary, or just the Austrian Empire, or the United States of Central Europe, or whatever they want to call it. Slovakia surrenders. Hungary is pushed to the bottom right corner of their country, and Romania decides to get their revenge on all the things that Hungary has done in the past, which feels like it should be the other way around. Alright, so now, along this river, the Danube, I think is what it's called. Then it goes over here, up, down, and that goes to Romania. And this all goes to Austria. Austria snags all this territory. Germany organizes a treaty with Russia, and they buy Kaliningrad. Turkey goes to war with Greece and Bulgaria, dragging in Yugoslavia. Romania joins in to assist the Serbs, and Austria declares war on Romania and these guys. Turkey makes the first push into the Greek panhandle, pushing along the Bulgarian coastline, leaving only a sliver of land. pushing through central Macedonia into modern-day Macedonia, along trying to break up these two from a direct route to each other to resupply the front line. Yugoslavia's front line in the north starts to collapse in on itself due to ethnic tensions between the Bosnians, Herzegovinians, Croatians, Slovenians, and Serbs, until Romania has enough troops to resupply the area and get it under control. Romania sends a letter to Poland, or text message, I don't give a fuck how you think of it, and Poland declares war on Austria, not Turkey, but Austria only, to try and assist their southern fellow Slavic Romance, whatever the fuck, allies. So they push through the northern half of Czechoslovakia. They start pushing into the Sudetenland before the front line starts to stall, and they'll need another force to clean up the rest of Austria, whether that be Germany, Italy, or something. So, the front line completely starts to stall. Romania makes a final push and connects the front line between them and the Poles. That's going to become a pain in the ass later, sorry. Yugoslavia makes a push back through here, breaking through the front line, pushing them back to the modern-day Croatian-Slovenian border along with Hungary, reclaiming much of Slovenia. Austria needs some help, and they recruit the two people who have previously either whooped the Ottomans, whooped Austria, or whooped Yugoslavia, that being Italy and Germany. So Poland is now surrounded. Despite having a bigger military than Germany, they are not prepared to completely fight them. So they make us with the westerly push, they push down through the Poles' defenses. Even though they have a larger military by 2016, they're then being attacked from the northwest sends confusion, leaving them only with Prague and pushing them out of the Sudetenland. Whereas the rest of the Polish military was not prepared for a war with Germany yet. So now the Poland actually what's the word? It's like maintains the front line. Like they completely unify the front line. Whereas Italy launches a invasion into Greece. We all remember how that went last time, right, guys? And then on to the coastline of Yugoslavia. They were gonna reach and take Sarajevo, which is like here, but they fail. They push them back out of Slovenia, out of Hungary, and into Croatia again, trying to link up these two front lines to resupply the area. But now the entire thing has just become one big stalemate because Germany's not going to move any further. Austria-Hungary can't push them out of Czechoslovakia. And Yugoslavia is just getting absolutely pummeled on each side. So they decide to start drawing up some borders based off of historical lines. So, for instance, that pretty much that region goes to Italy. Oh, I'm still on. Yeah, so along this occupation zone, that goes to Austria. Northern Czechoslovakia goes to Poland, along with a protectorate over Prague. So, like, it's pretty much like how the Soviet Union used to own Berlin and how West Germany used to own Berlin. So, like, yeah, so it's like that kind of exploit thing to, like, give the Czech people a place to go and then retreat back. Or do some shit. I'm too tired right now. The Turks get a bunch of land over here. That also goes to Italy. So, oh, and I almost forgot about Germany. They get the old borders of East Prussia and also the old borders of the Weimar Republic. Um, I can't remember the borders right now, so I'm gonna have to Google it. Give me a second. So it was like here, down, over, around, down, over, down. There we go. Alright, so that goes to Germany. Also goes to Germany. That goes to Poland. That goes to Austria still. Oh, gotta screw up. Down from Czechoslovakia to and all that's one is now for red nations. So that's the end of this war. Meanwhile, back over here, they peacefully resolved their conflict. So yeah. And this is going to be it for this episode. I have a few more ideas on what to do, but I think this is long enough as it is. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.